Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Puglia, Alberobello, and Monopoli. So this is the second chapter of the web series on the beautiful region of Apulia. As we all know, it's a hot item here in the United States. So we were supposed to do just the first one, but guess what? We are now once again exploring this beautiful region. Now, first and foremost, is of course web series or webinars, I should say, that is promoted by the Italian National Tourism Board of US and Canada. I want to thank all the attendees participating today, of course, our US friends as well as the Canadian, but also our agents from Mexico and Puerto Rico. Thank you very much for taking your time off and learning more about this beautiful region. Now, as I said, this is the second installment of the seminars on the beautiful region of Apulia, and we'll be discussing now two important center or tourism center in the region, specifically designed to actually talk about also the inland, while the last time we talked about Polignano, so we talk about the sea experience at the seaside. Now let's talk to our speaker. Once again, we have from the beautiful region of Apulia, we have the manager of Puglia Promozione, Francesco Musciaccia. Ciao Francesco, once again you're outside. You cannot keep this guy inside the building. Francesco, thank you very much for being with us. Puglia, Monopoli, and Alberobello. Go ahead, I'll leave you the floor.
Ciao Francesco, ciao everybody. Thanks very much for being with us once again today. We are still in the heart of Puglia, and I'm very pleased to be at my boss villa. I'm gonna introduce him to you immediately for a brief welcome in Italian.
Austin's house.
Hello! Buonasera a tutti e benvenuti in Puglia e soprattutto benvenuti a casa con la mia famiglia. Io abito qui in questa zona della campagna metropolitana, in particolare pugliese, e io ho questa casa anni fa proprio perché piace la Puglia lifestyle, e questa dimora rappresenta proprio il modo di vivere pugliese, il modo di respirare l'aria, di mangiare bene, e siamo qui appunto nel pieno della campagna monopolitana e all'inizio della Valle d'Itria. Come vedete, Francesco, siamo immersi e circondati dagli ulivi, dai carrubi, che sono alberi tipici della Puglia. Vi ringrazio e spero che questa passeggiata in Puglia, in particolare a Monopoli, nella mia dimora, possa essere di vostra soddisfazione e di vostro gradimento. Grazie.
Thank you very much, Matteo. I believe your name is Matteo. So I'm gonna briefly say, of course, what he says in Italian. He, of course, welcome you to his beautiful house. We are all very envious, and the reason being, this house is not to bragging about his house, but just to show an example of the many villas that are in sort of the countryside around Monopoli, where people can go out and sort of enjoy the beautiful countryside. You, of course, say that this is an expression of the lifestyle of the sweet living of Puglia, Italian lifestyle, but of course mainly about the Puglia. We are very close to the sea. You can actually see in the far distance, and once again, this is in and around Monopoli. So he welcomes us in this beautiful house, and he hopes he will enjoy walking around this his property, and of course having a sense of what, once again, a house in a countryside, a Monopoly, looks like, especially for the agents that are thinking of sending the client there. Francesco, so grazie, thank you very much for risking your career to go in the house of your boss. Hopefully we make him happy and you still have a job tomorrow. Francesco,
yeah,
can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you now. So we are as I told you, in the heart of Puglia once again. We are on the hill of the Italian boot, the longest Italian region with the 900 kilometers of coastal line, with 2 marine reserves, 2 national parks, and very long beaches and coast between 2 different seas, the Adriatic and the Ionian seas. We are between the hills on our backside, and the sea. Maybe you can't see the coast now, but it's a couple of kilometers away from here, like 3 or 4. On our backside, we have the hills. So it's really kind of special here because you feel the freshness of the hills and the mild climate of the coast and the sea and the beaches. So now I think we are gonna bring you in a spectacular village called Alberobello, UNESCO heritage, with these fairy tale houses, conical houses called trulli. We recorded a couple of days ago a tour really deep inside Alberobello. So let's get in touch later on for the final aperitivo. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Francesco. Absolutely. As you said, let's take a look. Let's take a stroll of beautiful Alberobello. It was pre-recorded, and I hope you enjoy. Go ahead. Francesco, ciao. Thank you very much again for being with us. And once again, you are outside. It's impossible to keep you in the house. Where are you? We know, from the title, of course, you're going to be in the area of Alberobello, but where exactly are you now?
Thank you very much, Francesco. Muchas gracias. We are in the heart of Puglia once again. We are back since the last 2 weeks. So we are in Alberobello, UNESCO Heritage. But I have a special guest for you that I would like to introduce to you and your guest. Just 1 second.
Of course. Oh my Lord, look how beautiful. Hello!
Ciao, ciao, buongiorno, benvenuti ad Alberobello. Ciao amici degli Stati Uniti, del Canada, ciao Messico, ciao Porto Rico. Vi aspettiamo presto ad Alberobello, vi sentiamo fratelli nel cuore e speriamo che voi veniate qui, perché chi viene ad Alberobello un giorno rimane alberobellese per sempre.
Fantastic, fantastic. So,
Alberobello appartiene al mondo, quindi vi aspettiamo.
Yeah, and who? Thank you very much. So basically, he's saying to come to Alberobello. One second. You come to Alberobello. If you come to Alberobello, you're gonna stay forever. What is your name? Who are you? Because you were not presented. Who are you?
Michele Longo, Mayor of Alberobello.
Oh, so
thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Thank you very much. We are really looking forward to come and visit you. Grazie. Thank you for having us.
Grazie mille.
Wow. Talking about hospitality, Francesco, you're pulling the big guns here.
Even the mayor, you know, in Italy, the mayor in southern Italy is the most important person. You know.
Absolutely. No,
we
thank you very much.
Respect our mayor.
If we needed to know, to learn more about the hospitality down south, the mayor himself, in a beautiful sunny day, comes out and welcome us in beautiful Alberobello. So, we are eager to see Alberobello.
Now we have another authority in Alberobello.
Okay.
Another famous authority.
Sure.
He's a tourist guide. He was living in California. He's as well, he owns his own accommodation in a trullo that we will visit. And yeah, as well, he will give us a nice present. You know, our guest could stay for a couple of days in his accommodation, in his bed and breakfast that we are gonna visit soon. So I give him the floor, okay?
Perfect, absolutely.
Ciao, see you later.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, Francesco.
Here we go. Right and left.
Wow.
Hello, everyone.
Hey. Hello,
Ciao,
hi.
how are you doing?
Very well. What is your name?
My name is Mimo.
Hi, Mimo.
And yeah, pleasure. It's an honor for me to be ambassador of this beautiful city here called Alberobello in the south of Italy, in a region that's popular now called Puglia. And I was born here in Alberobello. I've been living into this historic center. I've been traveling around and studying and preparing myself to give some services to the tourists. And one piece of my life was Pacific Palisades in Los Angeles. So this is why my accent probably is so American and not really a British one. Perfect. So I'm a little bit excited, and sorry if sometimes my voice vibrates a little bit. What about this place? This place is unique. As you can see, it looks like fairy tales. And actually, Disney bought the rights of a cartoon that's called the Truly Tales. and where there are some little girls and boys preparing local dishes, preparing food in two houses that are shaped like truly houses.
Wow.
And in my opinion, has been a great marketing thing for this place, because I'm a tour guide, and when people now come to Alberobello and there are children involved into the tour, when they are in front of one of these houses, they remember the cartoons. So my job as a tour guide sometimes could be boring for young guys, but if you tell them, oh, do you remember there's truly tales, and they start laughing and dreaming, and there are also people talking about Smurfs and the words. But together today, what I would like to do with you is I would like to give you some pieces of culture. So it doesn't want to be a comic speech. It's going to be cultural, but it's going to be also a huge invitation to all people from Puerto Rico, Mexico, Canadians, and my family states to come and visit this region for multiple reasons. If they're young, if they have children, if they are enjoying the retirement and every single day of the year. Because in winter, you can enjoy the fresh wine. You can see people doing the harvest. Sometimes it snows here. Because in summer, we have the Ionian Sea and Greek traditions. We have the Adriatic Sea and the Roman traditions. We have Norman castles. We have caves. We can scream with the highest voice. We have the cleanest air in the south of Italy, and it's certified by lichens growing on our wall, and they are biosensory, so they only grow if there's no pollution. And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's unique. There's not another place on the planet similar. There are 1,000 truly houses in that direction. There are another 400 truly houses in the back of this church. But now we will walk into the historic center. We're going to be in front of two examples of truly. One of them we're going to visit inside, never touched, never restored, with still the antiques inside.
So it means
original, authentic, to show everyone how people they used to live in the truly before. And I'm talking about houses that have been built 500 years ago.
Wow.
Alberobello has been established 1550, and people have been building truly between 1550 and 1787. So this town has been prepared in a couple of centuries. After 1787, I will tell you why. People, they changed their mind, and they started changing the technique, the architecture, and they started preparing what we're going to see after, square buildings, 1800 buildings. So they actually destroyed a bunch of these conical construction, but very lucky, 1910, it means more than 100 years ago, Alberobello has been already declared a national monument, and 1996, finally, UNESCO site.
Oh, wow.
So you can touch a Trullo from 1910. Actually, now I'm reversing my camera to give you an idea, because you can hear my voice. I want to show you where we're going.
Oh, my Lord.
It's just amazing. It's a
this is the beginning.
It's a whole circle of truly houses.
Wow.
Think about 3 hills completely covered with the truly houses. The town is like a funnel, is to collect the rain in the middle. The street where I'm walking now, there used to be giant cisterns to collect the rain coming from up on the hill, and this was the public water.
Jesus.
You probably know already that the name of my region, Puglia, means a land with no rain. A pluvia, Puglia, a pluvia, a land with no rain, because there are caves absorbing all the rain. It rains a lot, but through the caves, water disappears. So we don't have rivers, we don't have lakes. The only water you can give your family is the water that you're going to collect under your house into your private cistern, is for the family. And the public one at the bottom of the hill is for gardening, is for the animals.
Wow.
But we are going to see the cistern also into the Trullo. Let me reverse again my camera because
sure.
what I'm going to show you now is just crazy. Look.
Oh, mamma mia.
The whole town,
Incredible.
it's made with truly houses. And on the promenade, obviously, like every city on the planet, you can find some boutique, restaurants, wine bar, wine tasting, crazy food, ceramic,
wow.
beautiful pieces of art, and made prepared by local people.
Nice.
And
hello.
in the side streets, oh, an Italian Vespa.
Oh, of course.
And in the I love it. in the side streets that are quieter. Oh, look at this.
Yes.
So
Wow,
fantastic. So in the side streets that are quieter, people, they restore the trolley and they change it truly into accommodations for tourists. The idea is an hotel, but spread in the historic center.
Gotcha.
That's cute.
That's very cute.
Yeah. Think about your children walking through the streets.
Who actually live there? You know, is that some of them are just residential or not?
This is a great question.
Yeah.
800 people, 800 of us, we live in Trulli houses.
Oh, wow.
There are not so many families living in the Trulli, but there are families living in the Trulli.
Still living there.
Some of them have been restored and flipped into restaurants and wine bar. And now the new tendency is to restore them. And
oh my Lord! Look! Oh my! Is this the sunset?
them.
Oh my God! Look at the lights.
These are units.
Jesus.
That you can rent. Alberobello, my city, is in the middle of a beautiful district.
Incredible.
Some minutes you are already in Polignano Mare. Some minutes you are in Monopoli. Some minutes you are at the caves. Some minutes. So open spot. You sleep in the Trulli houses. In the morning, breakfast in your house, independent. Take your car.
Hello.
Bye. Hello. Ciao.
Ciao. Wow. So basically, what you're saying is very strategical. I mean, Alberobello is not just a beautiful place, but also it's very centrally located, so you can reach pretty much anything from it. That's what you're saying.
Oh, welcome. This is one of the oldest houses in town.
Oh my Lord, beautiful.
Look at the rocks, rough, not beautifully shaped.
No, but
so it's very old. You can see.
Incredible.
There's no cement between the stone.
Yeah, okay.
One wall.
You're dismantling it?
Yeah, but I was born here. I can build one.
Oh, wow.
In your garden, I will come in the States and I will
build me a Trullo.
Yeah, sure. Gravel in the middle.
Wow.
Scissors for good luck. And
really?
Another wall, and another wall inside. About the roof, we're gonna see inside is made up on concentric rings. One ring of stone on a ring of stone on a ring of stone, covered with gravel, again for thermal insulation.
Oh my
and
Lord.
Then flat stone that used to be white before. This is the material that you find deep into the ground. Before you build your house, the most important thing you need to do is a cistern. I will show you something.
Of course,
this is the book this is the book I use for my tours. And under every single Trullo, there is a cistern in which you collect your rain, double wall, gravel for thermal insulation, chimney, short. There's not enough suction, there's not draft enough. Some of the smoke is gonna stay in your house. Smoke goes up into the cone, smoked cheese, smoked meat up into the cone. So it's not a place where you can sleep. It's a smokehouse, okay?
Sure. Wow.
Small, small cistern, small Trullo. Big cistern, big Trullo. Why, in your opinion?
I don't know. Just go. I can come up with
All
it.
the house is made with the stone coming from the cistern. So if you make a small cistern, all the gravel you take from here, you build your house. So you don't have to waste the material. Once you make a hole, you have a pile of material. It's the same material you use for your house. The first stone you find underneath the ground is gonna be for foundation, and then deeper material, it's gonna be thinner. It's gonna be tiles for your roof. They used to be white, like that one.
Wow.
That is restored. And then exposition to the sun, technically is something called carbonation of limestone. And the material turns into gray.
Oh
now,
God.
I will take you
This is your house.
into...
Oh, this is your place. Wow.
Yeah, now we're gonna enter into one of the last examples of truly never touched. But before we go there, look.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's beautiful. I will show you something very, very important. The cistern to collect the water.
Holy crap. Amazing.
It rains often, but you cannot drink the rain because when water passes through the sky, water collects carbon dioxide. Water becomes acid. You can drink rain because it's acid. But my people, shepherds, living in the truly houses together with the animals, there's no agriculture here. This was a place for shepherds because stone everywhere. Zero water, forget the agriculture. These shepherds, they found the solution to drink the rain. You take a piece of stone, you make it hot, you scratch the stone, quick lime wash. People, they used to put into buckets. Is the same material that we paint all the houses white. This dust of stone, this one. Look, I'm going to take a piece only for you.
Wow.
This one is alkaline. You put the dust of stone into the rain, you neutralize the pH of water, and you can drink the rain. Quick lime. You paint your house white, absorbs carbon dioxide, and you can live in the house with a lot of smoke.
Incredible.
You paint your house white, absorbs humidity coming from the cistern. You paint your house with a quick lime. You change your house into basic, doesn't stink of animals. So what we can see now in this trullo is a fireplace where people, they used to cook. Big fireplace, short chimney, smoke. Smoke goes up, smoked cheese, smoked meat, dry almonds, dry tomatoes, and you can see all the rings. Yeah. A trullo, it's a cone. Can you see the rings?
Yes, I can see it.
Can you see the rings?
Absolutely.
It's a ring on a ring on a ring. It's not a dome. The last stone on the top is not a keystone. It's just a decoration. You can build a trullo easily without an interior support. Ring by ring by ring by ring. Up on the top, they can be ocular, opened. And then if you don't like water on your food, you close the construction with a stone that's called pinnacolo, the signature of the builder. So food, smoked food, living, fireplace, a little place for women to take a bath, stable with the animals. Animals into a place that's lower than the rest of the house.
Of course.
Manure on the floor, mixed with the straw, ferments, methane gas comes into the house. Your body detects organic in the air. Your body reacts with fever. The temperature of your body rises. You're building your immune system. Longevity.
Oh my Lord.
People here have been living crazy long life. Poor life, no money, no agriculture, but animals means milk, cheese, wool, a little garden, toilets. Where toilets? Toilets outside in the backyard. We know there are caves. It's technically called long drop. Everything you do falls down into the caves. Underneath the rivers, we flush everything away. One room for your children and one room for parents. Now I'm gonna take you into another crazy romantic corner We're gonna visit one house completely restored inside.
Oh my Lord.
People that are listening to this video, please come to Puglia because it's just crazy beautiful. There's no another place on the planet beautiful like this one. It's cozy, it's elegant. Wine is the best one you will never experience. Best burrata cheese, best pizza, best carne, best everything. For something technical, I don't want to be too boring. I don't want to show on this video that I'm that kind of people that want to pretend to be professor. No, I was born here and I've been learning day by day, working with the tourists, so many things. Someone explained to me, there is a reason why your fish is better, your ham is better, your vegetables are better, your wine is better, because Alberobello is up on the hill, 416 meters on the sea level, exposed to every single direction of the wind. When it blows wind from south, it's yellow, the sky is desert. When it blows wind from north, it snows on truly houses. Hot and cold, something called thermal inversions. Hot and cold fixes flavor. So our food is so good because it is stressed, is exposed to thermal inversion. This is a true completely restored. This is where you can do your vacation. You come to Puglia, you book one of these houses, you have your house only for you and your family, with your bed, there is a toilet, and there is another door. This used to be the stable before, and up onto the cone, it was the food for the animals. Here, there was a little gate. This was the bedroom for, look, your sofa is under a cone.
Oh, wow.
Here there is a sofa that used to be the bedroom for parents. This used to be the living room where children, they used to sleep. This is the first dryer on the planet. Here there used to be a piece of wood.
And you hang in the clothes.
You hang your clothes in front of your fireplace to dry the sleeping bag of children and your clothes. Here used to be a kitchen that now is again a kitchen. But actually is electric for safety. Sure. So now in some of these houses, you can even go up into the cone and sleep because it's not smoked anymore. Then another thing very important that I didn't mention before, actually I did, truly are conical. Is that okay? It's not rounded. So they don't need a keystone on the top like dome-shaped houses do. The last stone on the top is just the signature of the builder. It's called the pinnacle. Different top, different builder. While the symbol painted on the roof, there are different legends about symbols. It's not important what the symbol means. It's more important the material people have been using to paint symbols on the roof. I told you before, quicklime. Quicklime that changes your air into fresh. Quicklime that dries your house. So when people, they realize that quicklime is such a beautiful thing, then you can decide, thank you nature for quicklime, and you paint on your house a sun. If you want to say thank you God for a Christian, that's not a sun, it's the body of Christ with a race. So it's the Holy Communion.
The view is amazing, Mimo. The view is incredible.
Yeah, this is fantastic. In some minutes, there's going to be a magical moment with the blue light. That's the moment where photographers they become crazy because it's such a romantic picture. Sorry for that. Into your backyard. That's small. It's a small backyard. You don't plant something that you don't need. So if you find an elder tree, it's because it's good to prepare a syrup for your throat. If you have cooking apples, it's because the juice of cooking apples is pectin for your jellies. If you have almonds, it's because they're easy to dry and preserve all winter. So these people used to be shepherds living in small houses, probably the most efficient example of a bioarchitectura I've never seen on my life. Houses that are based on completely natural materials, maximizing every single inches of their houses. Small door, small window, fake wall, painted white, they reflect the sun, beautiful thermal inertia of the material. When you make them warm, they stay warm all winter.
Incredible. I mean, you just said it all. I mean, like, really the fact that it's so intricately connected, these specific sort of way of building to whatever it was available, and in basically really making the art of making lemonade out of lemon. I mean, like you get that, you got those challenges, you have those you know, oh my God, incredible. You have those assets, and you build something really historical. I cannot thank you enough, Mimo. Francesco. Yeah. I talk a lot, but it's really remarkable. Mimo, I cannot thank you enough, and I'm sure people will really rush to try and come and visit you and really experience Alberobello as you should. Grazie. Yes, please.
On my honor, my honor, and I used to be a Boy Scout and also a Scout leader. Yeah. On my honor, I promise to people coming here and stay in Alberobello, a glass of wine offered by me, and also to some people that you know, a little present, a vacation in our Chuli houses offered by Alberobello and the community, to show everyone that this region is a welcoming region, not now, historically speaking.
Thank you. Grazie Mimmo, grazie Francesco. Thank you very much. Grazie. Ciao. Ciao. Wow. Francesco. Amazing walk. I don't know if Francesco is there. We can see a swimming pool. I don't know if you drown. So I want to say to all the attendees, you heard right. They're offering, you know, to the attendees, and we are gonna do that after the webinar is over. I'm going to send out an email with a couple of questions. The first to answer correctly, we'll have a chance to get Mimmo in there. Francesco, I don't know if you can hear me, but you're upside down. You're walking. We don't see you. Francesco, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You are upside down. You have to turn the camera.
Okay.
You're upside down. You're upside down.
Like this?
No? Okay, now you got it. Now it's straight.
Okay.
Oh my Lord, people are eating. That's not fair.
Yeah,
so,
it's aperitivo time now.
Perfect. And now we're talking about Monopoli. No, Monopoli and the countryside. That's what we are
Monopoli and the countryside. You know, we are the villa of the director is completely like Alberobello, as Mimmo said about Alberobello, is like made and planned with the principle of bioarchitecture. So basically, it was full of stone, the ground, and these stones have been removed and put on top of the villa, on the walls, for thermal isolation, natural isolation. As well, the swimming pool is without chlor, but it's like clean the water by marine salt. You know, so there is as well some organic way to recycle the water and to clean up the water. And we are surrounded by olive trees. We say last time that in Puglia we have 60 million of olive trees. We have some millennial olive trees, our millennials, yeah.
Yes.
And we are first producer in the world of olive oil. And we are as well surrounded by figs trees, by oaks.
Francesco, one second. There's wind in the microphone. We cannot hear you very well. I don't know if you can speak closer to the.
Yeah, I'm going inside now because of the wind. Then.
You.
And
the view is spectacular.
As well, we have here in this villa, we have more than 20 dogs and cats, but we have as well foxes, hares, fireflies, porcupines. Really, we are surrounded by amazing animals. Now we are going inside in the, as we call, Giardino d'Inverno, where there is a chef that is cooking for us, Angelo.
Oh no!
Cooking for us and preparing you know, an Apulian aperitivo with products that are grown or produced here in the villa, in the, you know, countryside of the director.
It's
Angelo is cutting a piece of pizza. It's margherita.
Yeah. No, this one is with some olive, and a little bit of little tomato.
Tomatoes, olives, kind of revisit the local way to make margherita. And so now it's aperitivo time. I don't know. We should be quick because I'm getting
yeah. Right. What is that? Is that burrata, the one in the middle? The
yes,
white one?
burrata. No, this is stracciatella.
Stracciatella
is the stracciatella basically is the interior of the burrata. Is the heart of burrata. Burrata is produced here in Puglia. You find now all over the world, but always comes from Puglia, the original burrata. This is burrata.
Sure.
Already cut. Someone was trying it. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
So seasonal products as well. Cucumber.
So around Monopoli, you have this beautiful connection with the countryside, agriculture, and this basically it's a representation. There's the villa, but also the way it was built up, and how like your director said, how the lifestyle of people living there sort of works. You know, they are connected with the.
You know, Monopoli and this area called the Valle, the Itria Valley, but all Puglia are already quite famous among North Americans. We had a huge increase in the last years of North American tourists, as well because 5-6 years ago, a couple of weeks ago, for example, there was here, not a couple of weeks, a day ago, Bonovox was here, and a lot of VIPs came here to celebrate their weddings, like Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel, or Madonna was celebrating her 60th birthday. So became very, very popular among VIPs. There is as well an article on Wall Street Journal wrote by a journalist that retired in Monopoli. So she wrote an article about Monopoli, celebrating Monopoli, and her new life in the southern Italy. As we say the last time as well, I think now, you know, I don't want to be like too much boring, but
yeah, no, because you almost look like a real estate agent. You're just showing us every single corner of the house. It's like
because it represents a little bit, you know, the typical villas from this area, and it's very similar to a masseria. These fortresses, medieval fortresses, spreading all over the Apulian territory, deep in the countryside, where you can feel and experience in contact with the nature and really original and typical buildings and accommodation that have been converted into boutique hotel and very nice places.
So there's a lot of them, you're saying, spread throughout the countryside there that people can really sort of book and stay.
Yes, and you know, Puglia is thin and long and between two different seas. So you have always the chance, if you stay in the countryside, so more or less in the middle of the, you know, in the region between the two seas, to choose even which beach you prefer every day, depending on the wind. If the wind, you know, blow from north, you go to the Ionian side. If the wind blow from south, basically you go to the Adriatic side. It's very easy. Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's really a luxury.
Listen, Francesco, before we move forward, we have the little sort of to see if our attendees are paying attention. Just a quick questions and see if they are still with us and they want to sort of answer this simple question. So I'm going to launch it right now. You'll be able to see on your screen as well. So to all the attendees, here we are. How old are scattered rural settlements in the area of Alberobello? So how old the rural settlements in Alberobello are? Are they 300 years old, 500 years old, 800 or 1,000 years old? So let's see if people know. I'm going to give you a few seconds to answer this question. It's about 50% of your answer, and it looks like it's almost evenly split between 500, 800, and 1,000. So let's see who got it right. I'm going to wait a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to close the poll right now. I'm going to show the results. So as you can see, of course, we have almost evenly split. 35% says 500, 29% says 800, and 33% says 1,000 years old. So what is the correct answer, Francesco?
How old are scattered rural settlements in the area of present day of Alberobello? A good question. It's not easy because they've been built in several years, like during a long age. So I suppose basically it's 500 years more or less should be the right answer.
That's correct. So 500, but yes, I mean, you're right. It's just a remarkable testament how, really this is almost, it's a primordial. I mean, sorry, primordial. Sorry, it's a long way back. So wow, I can't focus. What are you eating?
These are called panzerotti. This is typical from the area of Bari, especially the province of Bari. And it's basically fried dough filled with mozzarella and tomato, as you can see, and a little bit of basilico as well, basil, sorry. And but of course you have other different version. You can fill with different ingredients, but this is the main way to prepare it, the correct way to prepare it. Zucchini flour.
If we don't like bother you while you almost you're stuffing your mouth with this amazing stuff, I think now is the time if you want to answer a few questions from the attendees. Thank you very much. Yeah. What is his name? What's his name?
Angelo Guglielmi. Yeah.
If you can only take a plane to bring us this stuff.
Okay.
So I have few questions.
Okay, because I can't read the question. So please, can you tell me which are the questions?
Sure, perfect.
Can you read for me?
Yes. So sit down somewhere, relax. I'll read some questions. So see the first one. And let me grab it. The first one was related to the walk in Alberobello. At one point, Mimmo was referring to sort of the idea of albergo diffuso. Did we understand correctly? He was talking about this idea of have this albergo diffuso being done in Alberobello.
It's kind of spread, accommodation, spreading accommodation. You have a concierge, a reception somewhere in the old town, and from the reception, they give you the key to one of their trulli, spreading all over the old town. This is a way, to make as well a kind of social mix. Tourists are mixing together with the local population. So there is not an area dedicated like could be, Disneyland, some kind of fake site, fake place where all the tourists are pushed in, but it's just spreading all over the old town to, avoid some kind of gentrification of the old town. Sure. And this happened not only in Alberobello, but as well in Locorrotondo, another beautiful village close to Alberobello, as well in Polignano, Monopoli, and many other villages around there, like Martina Franca. They are all beautiful and very close to each other, very, very close, even 6 kilometers away. For example, from the villa of the director, maybe in 20 minutes you are in Alberobello.
Wow.
Driving. So it's very close, everything, yeah.
And I have a segue still about Alberobello. Somebody has a direct question. How expensive is to stay in a trullo?
The trullo that showed Mimmo before we went inside, I think could be for a couple, so for 2 people, could be in low season, starting from even 80, 90, maybe no more than 100 euros, can be up to 150, 200 euros in very high season like August. Of course, if you have some kind of jacuzzi inside, could be a little bit more. If it's more basic, without kitchen, could be even 70 euros per night in low season.
Fair enough.
So it's really affordable. Sorry, Francesco, because it's not only Alberobello. Truly, Alberobello is UNESCO heritage for its district, all made by Trulli. But Trulli are spreading all over the central part of Puglia, not only in Alberobello. Okay, so you can even rent out a Trullo outside Alberobello in the countryside, maybe with a pool outside. Of course, in the old town of Alberobello, you are surrounded by Trulli, but you can find it as well everywhere else in this area.
Very cool. There was a question, I think, so it's a logistical one. Somebody who is interested in knowing about, how is driving sort of in the countryside, and specifically if you decide to stay in Alberobello.
Francesco, we have two international airports in Bari and Brindisi. Okay.
Yeah.
They are connected to all the main European hubs: London, Paris, both Bari and Brindisi. London, Paris, Amsterdam, of course, Rome and Milan with several flights, low-cost flights and Alitalia flights.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very easy to reach Milan in 1 hour and 15 minutes flying, Rome with 55 minutes flying, or as well by speed train from Rome, it's 3 hours and a half, you get to Puglia. From Milan, it's 6 hours and a half by train. And driving, Puglia is long because from the north to the south is more than 400 kilometers. But if you choose an area, everything is very close. It's easy to move. As well, the train being long, being a long and thin region, the coastal line is served by the railways, So it's easy even to move by train. It's very cheap as well.
Wow. Okay, so I think that we don't want to take too much of your time because it looks like you have stuff to do, which is eating this amazing food. I want to thank you, Francesco. Of course, I want to thank Mimmo. I want to thank Matteo and Michele, of course, from Alberobello as well. Especially Matteo and his family for this lovely, which I think it's symbolic, not just because it's the director of the tourism board, but also because it's symbolic to the hospitality of this beautiful region. Thank you, salve.
Benvenuti con la nostra pizza, con le friselle.
Thank you. We wish we were there. You are killing us because this is lunchtime here.
Vi aspettiamo.
Grazie, Sandra.
Grazie, thank you. So you're waiting for us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
This concludes our webinar today. To all the attendees, as I said before, we will send out, of course, a survey as usual to give us a sense about the feedback about this presentation. But moreover, we are going to send you also a questionnaire so that the first person who answers right will get a chance to go and visit Mimmo in Alberobello. As I said before, thank you very much, Francesco, and all the people from Puglia, but moreover, also to all the people that make this possible. Of course, my colleague from Toronto, Sabrina, and Salvatore, from our office in Los Angeles, Emanuele Fabrizio, and from our New York office, Caterina, Cosmo, and Malte. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you. Goodbye, everybody.
Francesco, ciao.